Welcome back to the Old Yorkshire Git Tries. Final Fantasy XIV, part 38. Can't believe it, 38. Thought I'd be give up by now. Right, let's have a look where we're going. Attend the members at the amphitheatre in GRIDANIA. That's where we need to go first. So, where is it? Up there. Let's go down a bit. Here we go. So, which way is it? This way? Yes. There we go then. Let's go and get these remembrance meetings done. Old GRIDANIA. I just bought some new speaker system for me computer. I'm gonna old dubs so much money. Not bad. It's like a sound bar, so it's cleared up a bit of disk space because I've got rid of my two big speakers, and I've got this little sound bar with RGB lighting. It's very good. Sounds good. The one thing I didn't check when I bought it was, does it have a microphone output? And no, it doesn't, which my speakers did. So I've had to plug into me what they call it, tower. And the lead's a little, it fits just about the lead. I could do with some sort of an extension or something because it keeps getting in my way. But anyway, let's crack on. You don't want to hear me waffling. Well, you might, I don't know. You might like the sound of my sexy voice. Who knows? Right, here we go. Waiting. What we got? Cutscene, I bet. Anyway, I all diddling on this fresh.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that GRIDANIA was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, GRIDANIA flourished into the great nation it is today.
Right, it's GRIDANIA, not GRIDANIA. Okay, know that now.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Hooray! Hooray!
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For
forest.
the elementals!
Is that it? Have we done? Looks like it. Right. Oh, nice speech.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my
Albert.
sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
2 L's in Traveller.
You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defence. As for Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The 12th Wood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursion, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, perhaps we will find out if the Elder Seedseer's words fall on fertile ground. Yep. Well, I'm listening to you, Mr. Pointy Ears. But I was going to go with Gridanians anyway. Being an archer. Right, that's that one done. Right. Okay. Link shell distributor. What the hell's a link shell? I ain't got a clue. Recompense officer. Have I got this one? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah. Right, so next is the Royal Promenade at UL'DAH. Bloody hell, got to go there. Oh yes, I remember now. He said I've got to get the lift. So let's travel there then. That took 30 minutes, I think. I'm only going to be able to complete this. The next one takes us just as long. I'll get these three out of the way and then knock it on the head, and then get a bit of scran, another brew, nice ham sandwich, and then I'll come back and maybe do another hour if I can. I've still got my Far Cry one to do later. Right, so we've got to go up here. Ah, bloody hell, I keep getting lost here, don't I? How do you get into the centre again? Bloody hell. Come on, Albert, you should know Waby now. I'm sure it was that way. No, that way. I could be totally wrong. This goes up to the middle. Lift attendant. Harvesting strip. Try that. It looks like I did it right. In here. Alright, have I found it? Oh, I found it. Fair enough. Okay, that weren't too bad.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Roban!
Hurrah!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the UL'DAH dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of THAL have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of UL'DAH!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as THAL's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save?
Yeah, quite poignant considering the way we're going about it now. People have forgotten about the freedom we got from all them people laying down their lives, and now they want to throw it all away.
You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the UL'DAH wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided UL'DAH stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from UL'DAH, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall UL'DAH, As UL'DAH prospers, so shall her people!
Ja, for UL'DAH!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Raubon? People of UL'DAH, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of UL'DAH. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of UL'DAH lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of UL'DAH, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the
Excuse me?
inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
Okay. That one done. I suppose now we're going to get a speech off these two.
I
Fancy meeting you again.
Told you. The UL'DAHs have a long history of conflict with the UL'DAH, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ilfrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. Yeah. Sent him off to the old forever sleep. The UL'DAHs do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ilfrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of the several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and UL'DAH has no clear policy now to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ilfrit. It has been observed that the UL'DAH are summoning him with ever increasing frequency, and every time they do so, the UL'DAH send their forces to smite the primal. And though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be most welcome addition to their ranks. Now I'll stick with Gridanians. Right. Next one. LIMSALOMINSA. Yes, it's costing me a lot of clebiers to get here and there. Lower down. Oh shit, this is up and down and across, and so it's all on different places. You end up going up and down more times than a horse draws. Maybe not, I might be lucky. Go around here. What are we on? 25 minutes. Bulwark Hall. THAL, the Storm Sergeant. He's got some quests. Where is it then? What am I missing? Grafia, lift attendant. I bet it's up top. What do I? Downy wench. Try that. Upper decks. Let's give it a go. I don't see it here. What about outside? Can you do it down here? Could this be it? No. What about up top then? Well, that goes down to lower decks. And that goes back down there. And the stateroom. Right, where's the lift attendant then? There he is. Can I get to the stateroom this way? I'll try the airship landing then. See if it's there. No, can't go that way. Can't go that way. Well, I guess it's not on this floor then. Can you jump it? Nope. Ah, bugger. Whereabouts is it then? It wasn't there. Tribal Walk Hall again then. And nope. Hold on. Here to attend the... be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Yes. I was looking for that destination thing. Oh, here we go.
Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Hooray!
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, LIMSALOMINSA has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Ah, yeah, ah, ha, yeah, ha.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of LIMSALOMINSA. I swear to you no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both. And see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Hooray! Hooray!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
Right, get the diatribe off these two again.
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, LIMSALOMINSA is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first of the Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second of the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminsans' backyard. That is to say, naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Laminsans are to hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you, valuable addition, blah blah blah. Oh, Greta. Blah 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 blah. Right. I guess I've got to make my decision. Albert, this is Minge, fella. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. I didn't even move my lips. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Right, I will. Attend. Report to Minge Filler at the Waking Sands. Get this bit done. Thanalan. Another 341 Klebbies. Stop pinching all my bloody money. I'm a Yorkshireman, I like to keep hold of it. I'll have to make some more dosh. Right, let's sprint. Go see my Albert's little wench. Still sticking with the Gridanians though. Come on, Albert. You can run for sprints back, go. There we are. A bit faster. Now, if I remember right, we got Swire game. I must remember Nedrick. Sorry, mate, I keep missing you. Nedrick Ironheart. Tattoo, you alright, darling? Just popping in to see the missus. Hello, pretty lady. Yes. Hello, darling. Welcome back, Albert, where the Grand Company's leaders' words are illuminating as you had hoped. Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Albert. More of me? Darling, I'm hung like a gorilla. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Complete. Oh, a bit of dosh back. How much did I get?
The gods only know what Grand Company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rally, as though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Okay. So, what did all that mean then? So, Serpent Officer, that's the Gridanians, isn't it? I take it that Elder Seed Seer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved? Yes, he is. Yes, I have. Joined the Order of the Twin Adder. Yes. You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seed Seer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to the Adder's Nest. Except, I dare say you know it well from the wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personnel officer there and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt that your deeds will bring great honour to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you brother. Oh, I wanted to stay with Minge fella. Is she Warriors of Light, the Scions? I think it is, isn't it? Right. So, speak with the personnel officer at Adder's Nest, which is the Black Shroud. New Gridania. Well, I can travel back there for nothing, can't I? So, left trigger, return. Yes, don't cost me anything. Good, a freebie. Yorkshiremen like freebies. That'll do. What are we on? 42. Let's go and see what he's got to offer first then. Right. Across the bridge. Serpent personnel officer, here we go. You are come to the Adder's Nest headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toll in the elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. How will you respond? My name is Albert Rustynuts. I believe you are expecting me. Ah, the great adventurer himself. Yes, our recruitment officer sent word you were on your way. It's a pleasure and honour both to welcome you to our ranks, friend. Now let me gather the relevant documentation. Set. What is it? Report. Urgent message from him. Spire, sir. A high-wind skyway airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled and was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of Nine Ivies. Nine Ivies? Gods, this could not have come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield, dealing with the Ixal. Albert, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have urgent need. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians. The reports are accurate. It will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please make all airs to the southeast of Nine Ivies, locate the airship and ascertain the status of the passengers. Man of a few words is our Albert, isn't he? Right. Okie dokie. Redum Huluva. Leuthurine. Penguin Prince. Oh, I want a little penguin. I like penguins. Reminds me of Falklands. Right, where am I going? Next. Bloody hell. I gotta spend money again. Alright, let's go to Hawthorne Hut. Bloody hell, spend. Can't they give me a bus pass? I'm a pensioner. I'm entitled to one. Which way is it? Margesto Dunkel Tats. Oh, it looks like it's this way. Okay. Or is it round this way? No. It's got to be that way. So. Giant gnats. Around this corner. Ah, got it right way now. Lemurs. Boring weevils. Here somewhere. Aha. What the hell? Oh shit, look at the size of him. Right, are they going to attack me? Airship crewman. I knew it. Messing with wrong bloke, Mr. Nat. Right, now take note to what happened to your mate. Good. See, take notice. Right. Proceed. Let's have a look what we got to do. Oh, cool glasses. Oh no. Oh. Oh. Ah. An adventure, what are you doing here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. Thought we just had. The Adder's Nest sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform? Nope. Peace, friend, we mean you no harm. You are an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We are related to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Albert Rustynuts, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary servant. My thanks for your aid, friend. Yeah, it's in your face, sunshine. Right. complete this and then lock it on there. Now, I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eosian savages. Oh, nice bloke. Oh, somebody's up there. We are taking this craft back to the forest. Dismantle it if you must and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Not having that, mate. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafal was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco, but isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we built since the Calamity, the first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. She was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Garlean hands. We shall strike them swift and sure and rescue Engineer Wedge. Albert, I trust we can rely on your support. You're going to have to get better with the patter if you want to meet old Minch fella, mate. May the matron watch over us, with me. An ambush. It's a bacon tree. 2 arms. Right. Raging strikes first. Come on. Here we go. Raging strikes. No, not you. Not you. You do. Go on, one more and that's him done. Where's that next archer? There he is. There we go. Leg graze. Foot graze. That should do it. Not one more. Get the magician. What the hell? Do it, Albert. Come on. Raging strikes. Head graze. Magitech Vanguard. You're going down, son. You big metal bastard. Come on, keep on coming. Bloodletter. Will Bloodletter work on metal? Get out of these things. duty complete. Da, 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 da. Whoa, I'm the king of Final Fantasy. You believe that, you'll believe out. Right, here he goes. Mr. Acornhead. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, Albert, you have more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete the enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow servants of the Order. I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if it hadn't been for you and the twin Adder lads, we'd be chained up in a dungeon. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge? Thank you. We're very grateful. Right. So it's back to Gridania then. And then I'll mock it on the head. Yeah. So, that one. Can't do it yet. Oh shit. Sister Valash, Runa, Dreadblade. Come on. I'm just waiting 29 and 30 seconds. Let's take one of these out while we're here. I'm going to score a few points while we're waiting for me teleportation to charge up. One more of it. Yeah, there we go. And we've got 6 seconds. One, and I can return. Yes, there we go, and then I'll save it. New Gridania. Wonder if I get any more archery ones. Right. So I shall knock it on the head there. Just say thank you for watching. As always, I do appreciate it. And until tomorrow, I'll see thee.